Hey everybody, hi and welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to get unstuck on your projects by moving fast and owning your mistakes. All right, so stop that scroll and let's get started. Okay, so why do we get stuck? Well, three of the biggest reasons why we get stuck is indecision, lack of clarity or knowledge, and fear of making mistakes, right? And so the way that we can get unstuck is to move fast. And what I mean by that is when we move fast, we're forced to make decisions quickly. We're forced to use the information we have, the knowledge we have. We don't have that luxury to go and do tons of research and spend months and months figuring something out or going and getting consult or whatever it is that you need to do. Instead, we just make a decision and move forward. Now, I'm talking about decisions such as software you might be using or maybe packaging of a product you're creating or deciding what type of content to present this month, right? And so when we make that decision, we can get beyond it. And right or wrong or indifferent, right? We make the decision, we move on. And I can tell you right now, if you have a team, your team is just going to be happy that you actually made a decision so that they can move forward. Don't hold your team back because of lack of decision, right? You'll be the bottleneck of your company. And then that lack of clarity and knowledge, well, one of the ways to mitigate that is to focus the learning only on what you need to complete that project. So remember what I said before about making decisions. Sometimes we just need to make the decisions based on the knowledge that we have. But if there is a learning curve, if there's a technical problem or maybe something you haven't come across yet and you've done no research or you've done no learning, you may need to focus a little bit of time on learning. But that doesn't mean you have to learn every single thing out there of that thing you're trying to learn. You can just learn enough to complete your project. Now, a perfect example of that is when I was a programmer and we were learning new languages like Java or .NET. We didn't learn the entire language of Java. We didn't learn how every line of code works. We learn as we go and we learn the things as we need them. So if we're trying to do something with our code, then we look up how others did that thing. And then we use their ideas, and we might have to do a little research on several different methods because there's always different ways that things can be done. And then we make a decision for ourselves on how we're going to write that code. Well, it's the same thing for your business. So if you find yourself down a rabbit hole, you're, getting that next shiny object or whatever, then after a while, it's time for you to just say, okay, I've got these courses, I got this education, I'm learning from it. I'm going to just stick with this method and try it out and see how it goes. I'm not going to just jump from one thing to another and keep not finishing things, right? I'm going to finish, I'm going to follow through, and I'm going to do that thing. And it's going to, be what it is, right? It's going to be what it is. And then we'll make a decision on if we want to keep going with that thing and make improvements, or we need to scrap it and move to something else. Okay. All right. And then the last one, the fear of making mistakes. Well, the best way to mitigate that is to always do a lessons learned. So at the end of your project, you can start looking at, what did you like that you did with that project? What didn't you like? What mistakes did you make? What good things did you do, right? What should I repeat? What do I need to stop doing? All those different things that you can do when conducting a lessons learned will help you to make better informed decisions further down the road. And you're always going to have to make decisions, but you don't want to be the bottleneck of your company because of your indecision, right? So a lot of the reasons why we get stuck, that indecision, lack of clarity, fear of making mistakes, can just be mitigated by using those Scrum techniques of move fast, make those decisions, conduct a lessons learned, right? And focus your learning only on the things that you need to learn in order to complete that project. Okay, I hope that helps. So make sure that you're using this framework or this philosophy when you're doing your Black Friday sale. If you've never done a Black Friday promotion, you can grab my Black Friday emergency promo kit. It will help you to get through this process without second guessing yourself, and empower you to just go for it, and then look at the lessons learned at the end and start making improvements for the following year or whatever. And you'll be creating a blueprint for yourself that you can utilize and leverage all the time, all right? Every single year, or every single holiday, every single promotion you do. So grab my Black Friday emergency kit. It's free for now. It's not going to be free forever. And it is at thescrumshop.com/BFE kit. All right, you guys, I hope that that helps, and let me know what you get stuck on in the comments. I'd love to hear what goes on and how you mitigate all of this and get yourself unstuck. Okay, we'll see you in the comments. Bye.